One of those days where the Padres would love to grab this one. How much they would like to get it to run out of here with a sweep over the Dodgers. It has never happened. They have swept the Dodgers twice in their history, back in 1969 at home and again last year at home. But right now they are on the verge of a sweep, and they have one of the toughest pitchers in baseball to get around, Fernando Valenzuela. Looper, could be trouble, coming on fast as Marshall. He's got it. I thought Salazar reached for that pitch. That was a breaking ball that went away. It's a screwball, and he just lofted it into right field. Right in there. Curveball, strike two. Can't get any better than that. Average 3.11. A little bit low with a breaking ball. And the Dodgers, game 4. The 2-2 pitch. The Padres 5-2, 2-0 the night before, 4-1 the first game on Monday. Baseball under the sun here at Dodger Stadium. Pretty good crowd. 3-2 pitch. Thomas gets the gravy hop over to first base in time, and that's all for Alan Wiggins. Steve Garvey stepping in. Steve is 4 for 12 in the series, batting at .298. And with each appearance of Garvey to the plate, I hear more boos and fewer cheers, David. I think the tide is turning.
Yes, they're getting used to seeing him in the brown uniform, and they don't like it too well. Such a phenomenon. It seems like he's been around for just about ever, but you got to remember, he's still only 22 years old.
Came up in 1980 and helped the Dodgers to the flag that year. Ground ball. Anderson gets his first chance over the first in time. That's all for Garvey, all for the Padres on your AMCO scorecard. It's the middle of the first. San Diego nothing. Dodgers coming up. Strike two. Fastball blew it by him. No balls, 2 strikes. Dravecky so far this year is 2-0 against the Dodgers. Also lifetime 2-0. 15-7 lifetime with the league. 10-4 this season. In the air. Garvey. And he's got it. Glasses down. It is well to count. 1-0 to it. Hit hard left field. It's going to be 1-0 Los Angeles. There it goes. Two-strike pitch coming on. In the air, center field. Alan Wiggins will corral this, and he does for the second out. Pedro hitting in that key number 4 spot. Fastball misses inside. Right to Guerrero is hitting only .162 against the Padres this year, but he's got 4 home runs. 2 pitch on the ground to third. Fisted him. Salazar's long toss is in time, and that is all for the Dodgers. 1 run, 1 Padres, 1-0.
When the Padres are home on July 4th, and this year no exception, against the Giants. Great fireworks show beginning at 6:05. We got 10 tons of watermelon, 20,000 cups of Coke before the game in the parking lot. Ought to be a big day, July 4th, a Monday, against the Giants. 6:05 start for that one. At least a 5-game series. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 6. They got washed out an awful lot of games, so this is when that swing begins in the East, where a lot of doubleheaders will be seen.
Here's a 2-2 pitch to Gary. Hit it hard left field. The Padres are going ahead. It's a 2-1 ball game. Oh, doctor. Well, David, you called it. You said Tempe and Lezcano hit this guy, and man, a solid shot by Lezcano, a boomer by Gary. 2-1 San Diego. 1-strike pitch to Gwynn. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1 the count.
He won. He was with the Orioles, so he isn't too used to being out there.
But no matter how much infield you take before the game, it's not the same. 2-1. Looper to left. Dusty Baker. He's got it. And if my memory serves me correctly, it's been so long since Morales did much of anything.
But, of course, a lot of it will be to determine how well the sacrifice attempt goes. That'd be a guess, anyway. Goosh has hit 2 fly balls to Renicky in center. Bonilla at first. Padres have their lead man on here in the 7th. Goosh squares, takes it outside. 1-0. Goosh squares, takes it low. 2 balls, no strikes. High to Goosh, 3-0. 50. Here's the set. Dravecky, great bunt. He just deadened that ball and to first base, and they say Thomas stayed on as Brock tosses him out.
Well, Dravecky has just about done everything that's been asked of him offensively this afternoon. A double back in the third, scored a run, and 2 sacrifices. This, an absolute beauty.
Oh, it goes by them both. Run in, and making a goose will score to stop at third and Salazar to second. Luis Salazar hit a pitch on 1 hop. That ball bounced and he hit it, and Guerrero looked up and it scooted past him for an error. In to score came Bonilla over to third, Goose down to second, Salazar, and that's about as wacky a play as you'll see. That was 2-2. Wiggins rips it into left center field. It won't be caught. Padres will score 2 more. Goose in. Here comes Salazar. Wiggins with a double, and the Padres take a 3-run lead. Darryl skies one towards Tony Gwynn, who ought to put this one in his hip pocket, and he does for 1 out. 7-4 Padres.
San Diego, as we go to the last half of the 9th inning, the Padres 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. The Dodgers 4 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error. De Leon will face the top of the order. Darryl Thomas, Ron Renicky, and Dusty Baker, followed by Pedro Guerrera, Greg Brock, Landis Doy, and Marshall if it gets down that way. De Leon, going into his 3rd inning of work, has given up 3 base hits, has struck out 1 and walked none.
Number 9, Rupert Jones.
Rupert Jones is in the ball game. Looks like he is taking over in center field. And Wiggins drifts over to left, and Tony Gwynn leaves the game. So you're looking at De Leon cannot get the save. Or to have one long one come off, and I've got to get my best in there, the left-hander against the left-hander. So Lucas will face Greg Brock, who's got the punch. And while we're waiting for Dave, it's Dusty Baker. Greg Brock, the hitter. Padres on top 7-5. The Dodgers have out-hit San Diego 13-11. Neither. Here's the pitch on the way to Brock. A chopper to second. This could be it. Bonilla shovels it to Ramirez, and the ball game is over. So Brock bounces out. Valenzuela, or check that, Bonilla to Ramirez, covering at second, and that closes out the Dodgers here in the 9th inning. The final score on your Arrowhead scorecard: San Diego 7, Los Angeles 5.
The post-game show is brought to you by San Diego County McDonald's. There's just one place for all your favorite tastes. Together, McDonald's and you.
Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. The Padres, the longest active winning streak in the major leagues today. They ran off to their 6th consecutive victory, and for the first time in this franchise's history, a 4-game sweep of the Dodgers here in Los Angeles. Hi, everybody. I'm Phil Stone. Standing with me is Alan Wiggins. All he did Tuesday night is collect a couple of hits, scored twice last night, and had 3 big RBIs this afternoon. When are you going to start earning a paycheck?
Well, I feel pretty good about today. It's good that we swept them. I can't remember when I've had 3 RBIs in a major league game, but it's good, and I'm glad we won it.
Alan, you said after the first 2 Padre victories that you had the feeling that the Dodgers just weren't ready to come out and take the last 2.
I felt that way, but coming up here, we knew we were facing probably their 4 best pitchers. And we came in with confidence. We had a couple of wins coming from San Diego, so that helped us out. But I think, like you said, after the first 2 games, we were confident. We were hitting the ball, executing, and they weren't. And I felt like it would carry over for the last 2 games, and it did.
4 in a row over the Dodgers.
Amazing.
It's real tough to be blasé about that.
Now they go up to San Francisco, then they play the Dodgers back down here, and the Dodgers will have fire in their eyes for that one, but they really have a chance before the All-Star break to catch up to them a little bit.
I talked to somebody in the Padre front office today, and he said people are calling saying, "Are you excited?" And he's saying, "Oh, no big deal."
Your ball club is still 4 games in front. How do you approach the situation? Do you thank goodness you are 4 games in front, or you try to correct a losing string right now?
Well, we're not scoring any runs, no question about it, but today we were able to get a lot of base hits and score 4 runs. The way I look at it, Stu, is that we are in first place by 4 games. Now, every team in the major leagues, no matter how good they are, they're going to lose 1/3 of their games, which is approximately 54 games. And every team in the major leagues, no matter how bad they are, they're going to win at least 1/3 of their games. Only thing I'm looking at is the last 4 games that we have lost are part of that 1/3 that we're going to lose. And I'm just hoping that tomorrow will be a good day. Hey, the Braves have an outstanding ball club. They just lost 7 out of 9. The Cardinals just got beat 3 in a row by the New York Mets. You got to believe, Stu, and I believe that tomorrow's going to be a good day for us.